son, Long Island.
Yeah.
I did a few tweets about you in this game. Really nice, balanced performance. Tell me about your journey to where you are right now.
It's been a tough journey, but no matter what, my mom always taught me to be a fighter and never give up, and everything's part of God's plan. So, you know, all the ups and downs in life, no matter what, I'm just thankful to be in the position I'm in today.
I can add to that. I wouldn't trade him for anybody, and I remember seeing him the last week, the summer evaluation when he was a senior in high school, and he had had a great week at Peach Jam, and we thought with Kennedy Chandler coming in as a freshman that we would maybe do something we hadn't really done, try to get a point guard that we could redshirt. And he had a great week, and he came in, and I can tell you after a week, we thought we should redshirt Kennedy. And I will tell you that Kennedy would tell you that Zakai was probably one of the greatest things that ever happened to him. And Zakai, he's been incredible. His DNA and how he's impacted our program is unlike many players can ever do. And I'm just happy that we were able to get him back here to New York, being his senior year. And because I know he knows what the Garden's about. He knows it's a stage instead of a court. And just getting him back here is really special for him.
He's a little old school, too, the way he stayed with you and didn't transfer places and so forth and so on.
Loyalty.
He's as loyal as any person I've ever been around. I don't know if there's a more beloved volunteer than him. A couple years ago when his family lost everything they owned up here in a fire, within a matter of 30-some hours, Vol Nation raised $350,000 and could have done more, but the NCAA shut it down, and he's never forgotten that, and he's beloved. Everybody knows what time he goes to Chick-fil-A every night, and he deals with all that, but his career and what he's done for this program is really second to none.
Thanks.
Rick, what went well to get the lead to 18, and then what didn't go so well to get it back down?
I thought we got, they're 37th rated offensive team efficiency. We knew they could shoot it. They came out shooting the ball a little bit better than they had been, and but give them credit for that. And they do run good offense, but I didn't think that we were detailed-oriented at the start of the game. The last 8 minutes of the second half, and we went with a smaller lineup. We started doing what we normally do. Then we got the lead, and when you get a lead and you start getting casual turnovers, taking quick shots, it can get away from you real quick. The one thing good, and I told the team this, we haven't been in a situation where we've had to respond. They cut it to 7, and the one good thing about the last part of the second half was that we did respond from a run, which is something we're going to have to be able to do a lot more, obviously, but give them credit too. They started making some shots. We broke down a couple times defensive transition, which is we can't allow that. We can't. We weren't as good as we have to be defensively, but they're a difficult team to guard.
Go Matt, then Mike.
Zakai, I just wanted your opinion on your perspective on the fact that you guys get the number one ranked defense in the country. All your wins are by double digits. You seem to be executing game plan, taking the scouting report without really any lapses there. As a veteran on this team, what's it been like through this process of the season, and what do you account to that? Obviously, it's a goal for a lot of teams where you can actually accomplish it. Why have you guys been able to do it so far to this point?
Just the work we put in every day. Every day we come in with the mindset to get better, and even though we got ranked number 1 in the country, and honestly, we went in the locker room, and you wouldn't have thought that. Like, everybody came in, we had little smirks on our faces, like we was happy about it, but we know our end goal. But I would just say our work that we put in every day. We take our scouting report very serious. We take practice very serious. Take our individuals very serious. Work, weight training, everything. So I would just say really the work we put in every day.
Rick, as a coach, do you like when it comes out that you're ranked number 1 in terms of trying to get the guys?
Well, we talked about it last. Yeah, we talked about it last night, and I said, hey, you should embrace it. I said, we didn't start out the season saying where we're going to be ranking. Obviously, we moved up because teams in front of us lost. We move up, we lose. Somebody's going to move up there and all that. But I said, while you're there, you guys have a chance to play as the number 1 team in the country tonight, and we should embrace it. And if you embrace it, you look forward to the challenge that's coming your way, because with college basketball, everybody building for the NCAA tournament, that everybody's building resumes. But if we're who we think we are and who we want to be, you embrace it and say, we expect your best shot. They're going to give it to us. We're going to get it at Illinois this weekend. I thought, again, Miami played really well, it is what it is. But like Z says, we've got goals for the end of the year, and but you can learn from it. But I was really pleased with the fact that what he said. You guys were in practice. You saw it. We went about business as usual and prepared the same way. And we expect people to raise their level of play, which means we have to, which is a good thing. We always believe that iron sharpens iron, and we know we're in the best league in the country, and we're going to be in a lot of games, and where it's close. And so learning how to handle outside distractions is a big thing. And the fact that nobody has higher expectations for us than us. We have the best fans in the country and the ranking and all that, but our expectation, we want to play perfect, and they know that. We try to practice like that daily, and he said it's hard, but they go about their business. We were down to 8 scholarship players tonight, and I thought early the tempo helped us a lot, and then got a little sloppy. But I thought they handled all that well.
Rick, the final 8 minutes, is there a concerted effort to get Chaz involved after him not really doing much offensively?
Chaz has got to get himself involved. We're going to run some things for him. He's going to have to work with more force coming off. But when he gives the ball up, he can't stand, and he's going to have to learn to screen, move without the ball, and it's on him to do it, because we've talked about it now for 6 months, 7 months, and that's where we're excited about him, because we think he can get so much better. Because one thing I do know, his teammates are looking for him. But if he just stands where a guy can pretty much shadow him, they can't get the window to get it to him. So it's a matter of him understanding. But to his defense, this is all new to him. He's never dealt with what he's dealing with right now, and you have to give him an A+ for what he's done up to this point. But for him to go where I know he wants to go, he'll if will do what I think he will do. He will continue to add to his game, which he's going to have to, because people aren't just going to let him stand and catch the ball and shoot it.
How can you give someone an A+ and then say there's still so much more you need to do?
Because I don't think he had a clue what he was getting into at this. You don't. Coming from where he was, and he played for a terrific program at North Florida, and then coming here and having some of the nights he's had, and the way he's being game planned for with different guys. Different size guys. I'm sure he's played against more length here in our nine games overall than he has at any point. And he's also has, I don't know how people guarded him so much at that level, but, and again, dealing with him, Meshack every day in practice, because we say, hey, this is how you're going to be guarded. And it's hard to do that because, one, he's unselfish. He's a really unselfish guy. I can tell Z is looking for him often, like Z and Kate have learned to look for each other on those lobs, but it's just something that is exciting because he can get so much better.
So 2 more hands up, we'll go here, then Grant. Zakai, congratulations. You mentioned that your team had a few smirks on your faces when you got the #1 ranking, and then it was kind of like a reset right back to business. Take me through that moment when you did have a smirk on your face. Was it confidence, was it satisfaction that your team has #1 next year?
Honestly, we noticed that the bullseye on our back got bigger, and the work we put in every day, we want everybody to have their A game and play their best games versus us. So once we knew we was #1, we was like, oh yeah, now we really gonna get everybody's best shot. So we duck no smoke, we run from no competition, and we do that every day. Like we go at it every day, like we don't know each other in practice. So once we seen that #1 ranking, it just like, oh yeah, now it's really on. And we know we got ways to go. We know we got places that we can get better and improve on. But, it's nothing to really be too excited about.
Last one, Grant.
Yeah, since he was here a couple of years ago, you were just a couple weeks out from ACL. Did you think then you'd get a chance to get back in this building?
Honestly,
What was it like watching, and then did you think?
well, watching, I remember the game, and it was pretty tough to watch. Honestly, I'm a sore loser, if I want to be honest, but being able to come back here and finally get a win, because my freshman year we didn't get a win here, sophomore year we didn't get a win here, so being able to come back and get a win here in front of a lot of hometown friends, family, my grandmother's here, some people that haven't got to see me or my teammates play since since high school maybe. So you know, it was really meaningful to me, honestly, being able to get that win today and see everybody out there. But you know, going back to my sophomore year, just being on the sideline and watching, I did definitely have some memories, especially like just walking onto the court. I remember I'm like in my head like, hey, last time I was here, I was in a scooter just rolling around. So you know, just being able to walk that whole way meant something. Being able to step on that court meant something. Being able to warm up, every moment out there really just meant something to me tonight.